The Power Junkie blind spot versus the smallrig plate. If you're thinking about owning both of these external battery sources, or you're just curious about what you might be missing in one or the other, I got you with what I know. And here's what you need to know. For those who may need some portability in the field and have a camera with the battery life that's kind of short, one of these could really help. For example, I have two cameras that use the Sony FZ100 batteries, okay? And they last a very long time without the need to charge the batteries or change them when you're doing some photos and some shoots. Now, the FW50s for my A6100, A5100, and A6000, not so much. So easily enough, with one of these external power sources, along with the cage like the smallrig cage to mount onto, you'll be able to use the NP line of batteries, which will give you ample juice for your recording outside of the studio. Now, I'm sure you might have a few of these NP batteries lying around. If you have LED continuous lights, or you may even use them for your on-the-field monitors. Now, the smallrig NP-F battery adapter plate features not one, but two DC outputs, a 7.4 and a 12 volt output to power your camera or other devices. Now, the Power Junkie blind spot is smaller and it's lighter. It's made out of carbon fiber, and it features two USB-A ports and a 2.5 millimeter DC port, and you can use all three at the same time. You can also use your blind spot as a charger, meaning you can leave the battery on there, plug up a cable on the side, and you can charge the battery on there, and then it can charge everything else. The smallrig is metal and less fragile. It has a screw mount built in it, and it works well with its smallrig family of cages and the accessories. The battery is actually very easy to mount and dismount, where the blind spot can get a little tricky. Mounting it is a little hard here, and to push it in, you have to push this little button down on there, and you have to get it in. And then it sits tight, it's small, but to get it off, you want to hit that little tab, and you want to pull it back. See, it's a lot of work here going on. Now, here's the main thing. If you are very mobile, I'd go with the blind spot, because you can charge iPads, phones, and power quite a few things at the same time, technically three. Now, for just a dummy battery extra source, I would recommend that you save money and grab the smallrig because of this. Yes, the price. The smallrig is just around 36 bucks. The blind spot, 60 bucks. Is it worth it? Well, if all you need is a little juice for your camera, grab the smallrig. But if you're backpacking and much more, if your camera uses the where did I put that battery at? Oh, it's on the floor. If it uses the FW50s and you want to get outside a little more, spend the extra money and get a blind spot. So I just wanted to throw out the options here. I actually have both of them. The smallrig actually looks sexy on my Edelkrone sliders and keeps me from having extra extension cords all around when my sliders are sliding across the desk or when I'm in the field. And I got two for the price of one blind spot. On the other hand, It was great to know that I had extra juice when I did some remote filming and my phone was going down and the battery was trying to die. I had my blind spot to just tap in to the power source and charge up everything with all of the plentiful extra NP batteries. Again, careful with the blind spot because of the connectors. They can bend and break easy if you align it wrong. They both have LEDs to let you know how much juice is left on both of them. You have the option of ordering the dummy battery of choice, be it for the Sony or the Canon or Nikon or whatever, or any other brand, but it's going to cost you about 20 bucks for the add-on. I hope this actually helps. For me, they both work, and I need both, but this is just some of the info from the NoPro to maybe give you some info that you didn't know. If you have any questions about either and other ways that I use them, feel free to hit me up in the comment section and I'll get right back to you as soon as I can. Hey, hit the subscribe and you'll know more of what I know. Thank you.